So this is one of the craziest plays I've ever seen in Pokemon. Like, seriously, it is the turn that doesn't quit, and soon you guys will understand why it has over 1,000 retweets. This popped in my feed, I checked out the video, and it just blew me away. So let's get into some of the most well-played Pokemon I have ever seen. Now, this is leading off with the Turtonator going for the Shell Trap. Don't see Turtonator that often, but hey, it's getting some play, so that's pretty cool. And then there's a little bit of a boost from the Comfey with that Helping Hand. Everything else just looks pretty standard in this battle. You know, Cresselia, really good next to that Landorus because Levitate. Landorus gets a lot of damage down as well. Turtonator takes a serious hit, and then things get crazy because that's going to be the weakness policy. So +2 on the special attack for the Turtonator. And the eject button out of left field. Alright, eject button on the Comfey. That's kind of an interesting choice until you go into the Torkoal, set the drought, get the sun out there, more damage on top of the Turtonator, and then maybe the biggest surprise yet, I did not know that you actually got both opponents with the Shell Trap, and then it's the double KO on maybe the most perfect turn that has ever happened in Pokemon. That was absolutely ridiculous because it just broke down so perfectly. Next up, first thing I did, go into the damage calculation, and that's where this video finds a lot of fun. So I don't really know exactly what the Turtonator is going for. Maybe it didn't show like the Cresselia using a Helping Hand earlier that turn as well. So I'm guessing modest nature, hit point investment. It did survive the Landorus, but Turtonator does have some surprises with that 135 on the defense. So naturally it is double. Split damage on a move like the Shell Trap. It's gonna hurt a little bit of the damage right there, but apparently it doesn't matter. So we go +2 off of the weakness policy. Still not enough damage. Helping Hand, still not enough damage. And then the Sunny Day just kicks the move into overdrive. And I would be surprised if there was anything out there that could survive that neutrally. And I would imagine that a lot of Pokemon that resist it, like you just bring a Greninja into this, that Greninja is going to be a very dead Pokemon, so make it level 50. Yeah, we don't even need the Sun because that's just how tankiness and shenanigans like that work as well. So we can even look at like worst case scenario Cresselia. You know, what if it had high amounts of special defense investment? I mean, the Cresselia is still going to go down, and that might be one of the craziest parts of it. I saw the Landorus, I was like, oh, Shell Trap's just going to like nuke something, and then just out of nowhere it's like, oh, by the way, Shell Trap hits both opponents. I mean, why aren't more people running the Turtonator? I guess you can get that weakness policy in there. Seems like pretty solid stuff that you can play. Max out the hit points. Solid enough defenses to survive the hit. Comfey, that's also going to be a very supportive Pokemon. The damage, everything just add up. Like, if you look at your opponent and go, he's using an Earthquake on me, and you get that right, it's just going to be a massive win off of like that. That play was created for a Garchomp or a Landorus, and Turtonator makes it work. Now, I also do want to go into Pokemon Showdown and show off just kind of the team as well. I mean, there's not really much else to it besides what we saw, but just kind of getting the graphics out there, understanding. So Turtonator doesn't have a lot of speed. I'm guessing that's where the modest nature comes into play, and yeah, mad amounts of hit point and special attack investment, shell armor, weakness policy, Shell Trap. It all just kind of adds up into just perfection. Comfey had the Helping Hand, and or not the red card, the eject button is kind of what got me. If the holder survives a hit, immediately switches out into Chosen Ally, and then this is where the strategy should go into the next level. I have not seen brilliance like this before. You know, eject button plays, I've seen those, but I haven't seen eject button into anticipatory weather. Where has that been? Like, any Pokemon that Helping Hands into the eject button to help out the higher damage slow Pokemon by just throwing in some other, like, it doesn't have to be a Torkoal. This could have happened back in VGC 2016, you know, just bring in the Primal Groudon or the Primal Kyogre off of the eject button while you're boosting another Pokemon. Then you could also do it for, like, the follow-up hit, you know, maybe fizz out some attacks or something like that. And then whenever you're bringing in the drought, whenever you're bringing in the rain, that Pokemon is going to get the added effects. Hurricane, that can't miss in rain. Same with Thunder, so you can add just surprise accuracy off of any weather. You know, there's a high damage boosted Blizzard that comes into the hail, or you just go for the simplicity, guys. You just bring it in, huge amount of fire damage off of that drought. It could be a Heat Wave Pokemon, it had the Shell Trap Pokemon as well, or then there could be something crazy just like Surf boosting in the rain. This was the play that just absolutely blew my mind. I wanted to give you guys a quick update about this video. Because, yeah, like, it's not a Fan Friday submission, just some kind of Twitter video that popped in, but it definitely shows some of the craziness that it happens in Pokemon, and that there's always enough room for innovation, and that just made my day to watch it, and I hope you made yours as well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.